before you eat Korean food, I want to just say a few words about Korean cuisine. So the owner of this restaurant kindly provided the Korean formal dinner. So there will be a set of formal dinner for 4 people. So same thing, 4 people will share. So before I talk about food, I want to tell you about this called Kimchi Chronicle. So it was on PBS, I believe it was 2011 or 12. So her name is Marja Bongrektin, and her husband is a very famous chef in New York. And Marja is also a very talented cook. And her mother was Korean. Her father was the American soldier who was stationed in Korea. She was adopted by the American family, so she grew up here. But she went back to Korea looking for her root. She found her biological mother and the whole clan of mother's side family. So this was, I believe it was 13 episodes on PBS. It is still available. If you Google Kimchi Chronicle, you will see kimchichronicles.tv website. And you can buy the whole video, you can just watch on it. And that is Hugh Jackson from, what is that, X-Men? And they're good friends, so Hugh Jackson is constantly tasting new inventions of Korean fusion food. So it is really fun to watch. So she doesn't only talk about food, but she traveled Korea with the TV personality. So they traveled Korea and they showed all different parts of Korea, different food from different regions. So it is very interesting and informative information. And she continues to write Kimchi Chronicle blog, and then they post all kinds of wonderful recipes, authentic as well as modified recipes. And then next is this is called kimchi mangchi, mangchi kimchi. I read about mangchi kimchi on Time magazine. So she's a product of YouTube celebrity. So she had an interview with New York Times Julia Moskowitz, who called mangchi as YouTuber's Korean Julia Challenge. And she is 50-some-year-old. She was addicted to computer games. So she said she worked during the day. She came home, she ate quickly and then played game all night. And she has grown children. And her son said, "Mom, do you want to do something constructive?" So is it role reversal? Yes. So her son said, "You cook, so why don't you do some cooking demo?" And then he started posting on the YouTube. And then she had like 1 million hits, so YouTube contacted her and started posting that advertisement that she was paid. So she became worldwide celebrity. So now she has Mangchi.com, she shortened the name to Mangchi instead of Mangchi Kimchi. So now she looks very beautiful, and she has a very interesting way of explaining. She has a very thick Korean accent, and it's very fun to watch. And her cooking is more authentic Korean, and she refused to make anything like a fusion or modernized Korean. So it is very informative YouTube, very short clips, so you can learn Korean cooking. So what are the common elements of Korean food? It's the soy sauce, soybean paste, the hot pepper paste. These are fermented from soybean. Hot pepper paste also uses soybean, but they add very hot pepper, make it hot. And then sesame oil is very popular. So 한정식 is a formal dinner. So rice, soup, main dish, and side dish. So many of my American friends said this side dish is a wonderful part of Korean food. And in fact, when I go to a restaurant, I eat all the side dishes and take meals to home. So this is very elaborate Korean food. So 12 people will have only a couple of side dishes, and 12 side dishes in the history. Of course, the 12 top pansang was for the king. So this was better than king's king's dinner. Today they prepare the side dish more than 12. So you are getting a dinner better than king. So kimchi is very popular in Korea. So the history goes to several thousand years, and it is a fermented food. So main ingredient is cabbage, but there are several hundreds of variations of kimchi. So we can use the green onions, the turnips, the radish. There are many different things, and I just added this thing here. If you want to order online, I have no conflict of interest with that company, but they package it so nicely, it lasts a long time. So when I went to a camping trip, I took that kimchi, so it lasts for a long time, and it's very durable. So somebody from Europe asked me to send kimchi, so I sent that. So the picture on the left, so making kimchi in the fall is a communal process. So they didn't have a refrigerator in the old days, so they made kimchi that will last all winter. So when they make kimchi for the whole winter, it's a big production. So everybody in the community will go to one house, they make kimchi for them, and then they go to the next house. So it is like a communal, almost a celebration in the fall after harvesting all the cabbage and make kimchi for the winter. So this is really helpful. So I'm a doctor, so I'm telling you this is good for you. It's full of lactobacilli, which is the probiotics, full of vitamins. And some kimchi are very hot, but there are variants that we don't add hot pepper that's not hot. Okay, bulgogi is most famous main dish, which is basically marinated, thinly sliced. I think it's rib eye is usually used. So you will have a bulgogi in the middle, and we usually share main dish and side dish. So we use chopstick, and everybody just goes into the same plate. But just rice and soup is your own. So the variation of that is it could be just ribeye beef, or it could be beef rib. Those are the main authentic one, and we can use spicy chicken, pork, or pork belly, or squid, octopus. Many times it's cooked on the tabletop, so we can eat really hot. And if we use a charcoal broiled burner, then the charcoal will add some special flavor. So that is really for the upper class. But these days, they usually use a gas burner in the restaurant. And then when you go to Korean restaurant, just to introduce a few things, bibimbap is rice, and then all the side dishes are on top of rice, so it's like one dish that has everything. And japchae is also very typical. So the noodle is a starch noodle with vegetables. If you are vegetarian, only vegetables, but we can add some beef to that. And then galbijjim is beef rib braised, so it has very special flavor. We don't have it today, but you will have the japchae. And then tteokbokki is a rice cake that is in a very hot sauce. So I find that many young Americans, they really love tteokbokki. So look for that. The yukgaejang is also very spicy beef soup. And today you will have yukgaejang. This is very special Korean soup. And then another spicy soup is a sundubu. So it's a very soft tofu in spicy sauce. It can come with beef or seafood or just vegetarian. So there are some restaurants specialize in that. And bindaetteok is a mung bean pancake. So there are many variations of pancake. So the actual owner of the restaurant tried to produce some food that is on the slide, and we look together we discussed. So you will have mung bean cake. And then the variation of that is a 해물파전, that is a seafood mixed with that. And mandu is a dumpling, it's a Korean style mandu. Sometimes we just boil with water, but sometimes we do pan fry or deep fry. So today you will have some mandu and sweet spice chicken. It can be just sweet and sour, it can be spicy and sweet. And the other rusam and pamche. So rusam is a pickled radish and then it wraps vegetables and beef inside. So the other thing is pamche is the other way around. It's a thinly sliced beef and inside there are vegetables and wrap it around. So it takes a long time to prepare, so you don't have it today. And I will do that only for special guests. If you come to my house, maybe I will do this. And the kimbap, well, it looks like Japanese sushi, but I verified this, that kimbap, the sushi came from Korea. We had the kimbap on the record 200 years before Japanese started. Okay, so this is, so they prepared kimbap exactly like what is on my slide. So it is, everybody's getting one kimbap, so you can taste one. So inside they can put vegetables and usually try to match the color to make it very beautiful. And you can use beef or even tuna or all sorts of combinations. So there are hundreds of different kimbap. So if you go to Seoul, you will spot this kimbap house and you can taste many different wonderful kimbap. And then some specialty, we like to use some hot soup cooked on the tabletop. So stew with beef, stew with noodles, stew with seafood. And these are really royal cuisine. So that 9 section thing in the middle, there's a very thin pancake, and then surrounding it is all sorts of vegetable. It has to be right color, so we have a beautiful color collection, and the beef. So we will take one pancake and then wrap around all the ingredients. And the shinseollo is again is cooked on the tabletop. So at the lower compartment, we put the charcoal or some heat burner. And so the main ingredient, the round thing is ginkgo, and then it has many different colorful vegetables, tofu and beef. So, and then we have noodles and porridge. The cold noodle is very popular. Cold noodle with the cold soup with ice in it, or cold noodle that is without soup and very spicy sauce. And then porridge is also popular, so abalone porridge and red bean porridge, these are very special things. The teas and cakes, teas originated a long time ago, apparently from the founding, I told you 2,300 years before Christ, the Korea's Consortium was established. And they drank tea at the time. So we have leaf tea, but also many fruits and medicinal tea is available. And the cakes and cookies, many times it's made of rice or many different grains. And then liquors, we have wines, mostly fruit wines, medicinal wine. Do you recognize that one, the yellow one? It has ginseng inside. The ginseng is a so-called panacea. It will treat everything, and especially for men, it will increase libido. And then soju is distilled liquor, and the makgeolli is undistilled rice liquor. So it looks opaque, and it has some distinctly different flavor. And David McKenzie, he likes that. So